Hey everyone, welcome to the next video. Today we have jam-packed stuff yet again. We have a haul today, an Ulta haul, and I've waited like well over a month for these things, so pretty excited. To start off with, I fell into the hole of basic because I got some scrunchies. I used to love scrunchies when I was a kid, and so I just really wanted some. I don't really put my hair up that often, as you can see, but maybe with some good scrunchies, now I will. I actually feel, you know, like a kid once more. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of colors. I used to have a Barbie one specifically that I loved, and then I went to go get a haircut and it was gone forever. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it. But yeah, so some scrunchies, really excited. This one's holding very well. It's like a loose messy bun, but I bet you I can make it a tight messy bun if I wanted to. Scrunchies are awesome. If you don't like scrunchies, then you're not basic. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and retire that one. But super cute, super excited. Alright, so moving on, let's see where we'll begin today. I'm thinking some brow. So I filled in a little bit with just some powder on my eyebrows, but I also got the E.L.F. Wow Brow in neutral brown. I don't know if that's my color, but I was like, neutral brown. Neutral brown sounds pretty neutral. So I got neutral brown. I don't ever really use brow gel. I just really wanted to try it. It's pretty small. Is that normal? I don't know. But we'll try it out. Okay, let's see. So it kind of looks like just like a taupey color. That's fine, right? Are anyone else's brows like really struggling right now? I try to tweeze mine, but those suckers grow long, so I have to like cut them. But I don't trust myself to do that. It looks a little intense. I don't know if maybe because it's wet still, but my brows, you can tell I have brow gel on. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but I can tell. Probably like a 8. So that's that. It's pretty, I mean, it's not bad. I think it was like $3 or $4, so good deal. Alright, so next, I'm really excited for this one. Let me tell you the beginning of my story. I was looking for the P. Louise base. Then I was looking for the P. Louise base dupe. And I somehow stumbled upon this concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution London Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour in C6. I think it'll be my shade. It's online shopping, so you just never know. So I'll just use this with everything that I usually use concealer with, and then we'll see how it works. So this reminds me of Shape Tape right off the bat. This is the shade. And I'm just gonna do my brows really quick. I don't think my brows are even, but I'm not going anywhere. This feels a lot like Shape Tape in matters of like consistency and pigment. It feels a lot like Shape Tape. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes, and then we'll pause on the concealer and we'll wrap back around to it. So first we have a Morphe M321, which is a bullet crease brush, and then the white one is a M562. So we're gonna try those two out. I don't want to do anything too crazy because I'm kind of lazy. So we'll see. So it definitely does blend very well, and it's really, really precise. Sad to see it all colored up though, but I don't know what's going on my eyelids also at the moment. I went for it. So then I'm going to go in with the other brush. These brushes usually do pretty well in my opinion, so it's to be expected. But I've never had brushes exactly like these, so it's really cool. So I'm going to finish up whatever I'm going to do on my eyes, and then we'll move on to the next product. I didn't buy anything too expensive, just NYX, the NYX Glitter Goals glitter liner in Crystal Ball and Zodiac Queen. I thought Zodiac Queen was going to be kind of gold, but it's kind of like yellow. But the other one's pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and we'll see how it applies. Alright, so that was interesting. It was a little bit sparser than I would have liked. I had to keep dipping in kind of a lot, but it was quicker than my other method. So far so good. I think it's really pretty. I like how the wand is really thin because you can control how thick you want it, and it just kind of makes it easier for application. So I'm actually going to give that an 8.5 out of 10, just because like I said, I had to keep dipping in, but it's probably just because I got cheap ones. NYX, you know, is affordable, so there's nothing wrong with that. It still looks really good. So that's that for the eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with some lashes, and we have a couple more things. Alright, so my next item is for the face. I've already primed and prepped, so we'll see how this goes. I got two shades because I don't know which one it was gonna be, and honestly these both look like they're gonna be wrong, but I got the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundations. These have been out for quite some time, but I have never tried them, and I wanted to see what the hullabaloo was about because everyone's been freaking out about them forever. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these on my face, see which one matches closer, and then we'll put it on and see how it actually wears. I also got some more sponges. I've been missing these. I've been using a lot of my Blendiful, but I was just really missing the familiar dab of a beauty blender. So yeah, so let's go ahead and swatch these. The first shade is Soft Beige, which is a light, medium, warm tone. How do you... Oh, I forgot it was like this. So it's like a little spatula. That's a lot. That's a good amount of a lot. The next shade is Buff Bisque in light, medium, neutral. They really look really close. I'm gonna go with Buff Bisque. It's just a smidge darker, and I think that's what I need right now. Especially I'm like transition into summer shade, but this would probably work for me in the winter. You can see it's a little bit light. Well, I don't know, we'll go with Buff Bisque and see if I regret it. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and try that and see how this foundation wears. Okay, so you know what? That matches pretty well in my opinion. We did that. This is not bad. No wonder everyone loves it. I honestly got so used to the Blendiful. I've had it since January that my brain was like, I can't with all the bouncing. But I like it. I mean, I can see a little bit of my blackheads right here. Let's go ahead and see how this builds though, because I see a little bit that needs a little bit more TLC. This smells like my MAC foundation, and kind of feels like it, but it also feels really lightweight. I personally probably wouldn't double up on it just because it kind of feels, for my taste, a little bit too much. It's holding on to my pores right here, but I don't think I put primer right there. I just kind of, it's okay. But with just one coat, you can't tell. I mean, it just looks natural. It looks like a really good finish. It's matte. I think, let's see what it officially is. I think it's supposed to be officially matte, but I feel really matte. I feel really locked in, and I haven't even powdered. I actually really like it. I think it's pretty good. And the highest point is that it's like 360, something like that. So for like $3, this is like holy grail. Even if it's not perfect for $3 and it gets you looking this good, I think it's worth it. So next up, we're going to finish up with the concealer. I'll give my final number at the end after we pile everything on top. Let's see how this concealer does. I usually don't put concealer like on my forehead and nose because it always hates my forehead and nose. So we're not going to do that to give this a fighting chance. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is a little bit too light for this foundation color, just a smidge. Maybe I can apply less. And it feels too similar to Shape Tape. My thing with Shape Tape is that it dries me out so bad. My skin looks terrible because it's so dry when I use Shape Tape. This one isn't so awful. It doesn't dry me out to that extent. If you have really oily skin, then I recommend this because it sucks the moisture out of you. But this is definitely a good dupe for Shape Tape, I will say that. Again, it's a smidge light for me. I think I'll still use it for cut creases and setting my eyeshadow because my eyeshadow is really vibrant and looks really good. Didn't move around the concealer at all. So I like it for that. On my under eye, maybe not. For eyebrows, possibly, because I think it looks pretty good. I just think it's 1, too light, and 2, just really dries me out on the bottom. So I'll probably give it like an 8 because it's not a bust. It can do some stuff, like I said, on top. But for my under eye, not so much. I'll just stick to my CoverGirl. I always try to wander away and I always come back to my CoverGirl because that stuff is great. So yeah, so pretty good though. I will keep using it. And it's a really good dupe for Shape Tape. So if you want, you know, something cheaper, I definitely recommend that. Alright, so I'm going to finish up my face and then we will give the foundation a number. Side note, this is a Selena lipstick again. In video it's pretty, but in person, I'm not about it. You see that? Alright, so with this foundation, I really enjoyed it. I think it's really pretty and I like how it's lightweight. I don't like how it kind of grabbed onto my pores right here. I don't like how it kind of made me look a little cakey when I piled on twice. But that's just for my own liking. I did like, however, that I put on bronzer and blush and highlight and nothing moved around whatsoever. Like, it stayed intact. So that was really nice. I also I think the finish is really pretty. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. Just a couple of little things here and there. Now that the foundation has oxidized a little bit, it is a little bit dark. It kind of, just a smidge though, just a smidge. Probably just could have mixed them and would have been fine. But yeah, so that's my haul. Relatively successful. I like how it all turned out, pretty much. I mean, there's nothing that I was really like, this is terrible. So yeah, I definitely actually recommend all of these things. They're all really cheap too. So they might not be the best #1 quality, but the value of it is really good because it's really inexpensive. So anyway, I hope you have a good day, night, morning, evening, whatever, whenever you're watching this. And I will catch you in my next video.